Hello, everyone. How are you? Hi, Paprika. How are you? I literally got home about 7 o'clock, well, Eastern time. I'm on Eastern time from work today, and I got in at 7:30, so almost a 12-hour day. By the way, welcome to Just Swing It with Blake and Jamie. I got to say that part. So, what did you eat um for tonight? I actually have my leftover breakfast omelet that from this morning. I never got to eat, so that's what I'm eating right now. Yeah, I'm. You know what, Paprika? I wasn't. My meeting was supposed to last until 7 o'clock, so I didn't know if I was going to be able to go up. So it was a play by ear. So I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, we're going up tonight, and then have to reschedule again. But we got out early tonight, so I was like, okay, sounds good. I can go up. Bird's eye, voila. Never heard of that. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Paprika. And here's Blake. How are you, Blake?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to be done with work today.
And you're not the only one. Today at work was long day. Thursdays are always a long day for me, but
Uh,
got it done. We're here. We're ready to rock.
well, yesterday must have been long too.
Yeah, I had to help Natalie take care of some stuff around the house and some groceries that I totally forgot that I needed to take care of. So she needs to learn
Well,
how to.
that must be your job right now, Blake, for that.
Yeah, and I don't like it. It's the worst job ever.
Yeah, my actually, my dad helped me a little bit, but then obviously driver's ed is where I learned, and then I already had my license when I met Ken, but he's helped to improve my driving.
I finally told Natalie, I was like, Okay, you know what? I'm paying for your driver's ed test. I'm done. I'm over this. I was like, I don't care what I got to do in order for you to learn how to drive, but I'm doing it.
And that's gotta be very hard.
It is. It's difficult. I hate having to. I hate that she's scared of it. That's the only thing. And like if she wasn't
Aw.
scared, she would drive. So I think she just needs to get over that hump.
It is scary to drive. Like I hate driving in the city and all that. And I had to learn real quick when I was in Boston, like how to. There were times that I'm in Boston and I'm at this light. Yeah, the Boston. Yeah, speaking of Boston, and I'm in this traffic in like downtown Massachusetts or Boston, and I'm like, I was talking to Ken, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm gonna just jump out and call Uber. He's like, you can't just jump out and call Uber and leave your car there. I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. I can't do it.
Man, yeah, that's how Natalie would definitely be. If she tried to drive in like the DFW area, I feel like she would croak. It's it's
Yeah,
so bad in Dallas Fort Worth with all the
uh,
loops and turns and everything.
Dallas is bad, but Massachusetts was my worst. That was
Oh
like
man.
for me anyway. It was bad. But hi Dee Dee, thanks for coming in. But yeah, it's and I had to drive in Chicago a couple times. I panicked there too, but Boston was the worst at place, I think, for me, the
Yeah,
driving.
I I the definitely worst for driving has been Dallas Fort Worth area. San Antonio, Austin wasn't very fun. Uh, I haven't drove through Houston yet, so and I've heard a lot that Houston is really bad because they're always doing road work.
I've been to Houston once, San Antonio quite a few times, Austin a couple times, um, Dallas Fort Worth quite a few times. Um,
The traffic in
but
Albuquerque was really bad too. I remember Albuquerque being pretty bad.
um, I drove into Albuquerque, the airport, and then just drove to Santa Fe. So I think that portion of it was like more of just highway, so it wasn't too bad. But I don't think it was downtown Albuquerque when I drove
Huh.
there. Not that I can think of.
The I drove through what was it? Denver. I've been through Denver, and I was really surprised at actually how easy it was to get through Denver. It didn't have a whole lot of problems. Really, everywhere in Colorado, the roads are really open and
Mhm.
lots of space to travel in. That's one thing I noticed about Colorado.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems in Colorado when I was in Denver. I was in Denver and Colorado Springs,
Uh-huh.
and they didn't seem too bad.
Atlanta,
Oh
it
my
was
gosh,
pretty trafficy over there. It was pretty bad.
I hate
Um,
Atlanta. I hate Atlanta.
Atlanta and Savannah was pretty bad too.
Savannah, yes. Atlanta was worse for me, but but I when I worked in Atlanta, I was going there every single day, and it would take me an hour and a half to and from work to get to work and back. An hour and a half each way. It was awful.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but yeah, it's scary. Different places, and you just unfortunately have to. I've learned. I've had to just put my big girl panties on and just do it. I can't
Breathe,
do.
and you just gotta breathe, and you got the biggest thing that I have to tell people is is commit, commit to the decision that you're gonna make. Don't hesitate, don't do it really slow or anything, I mean, you see an opening, you take it. Don't hesitate on anything, because that's whenever you second guess, you pause, you hesitate. Those are the reasons that wrecks happen.
Yeah. And here I'm in Columbus now. So far, it hasn't been too bad, but I haven't had to go too many places yet. But
Yeah.
I'm over like 7 different hospitals, so I'm
I've
gonna
never
have
been
to.
to Ohio, so I don't know. I don't know how bad the traffic is out there.
So far, it's not too bad, but I I'm over 7 hospitals, but I've only been going to the regional office this week because of, I'm just trying to get oriented and stuff. So like tonight, I had to go to the one hospital that's nearby. And that wasn't too bad, but I'm gonna have to be going to the other hospitals next week.
Mm.
So I'll find out how bad it is.
Ah, traffic, traffic. Looking for my chapstick. Oh, there's a Ford Maverick.
uh, All right. Are you we ready to review the Big Lebowski?
I am so ready. I love this movie. What an all-star cast. We got Jeff Bridges, we got John Goodman, Steve Buscemi, uh, uh, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Just some all-star cast, and they are absolutely hilarious together. These guys are just roll on the floor, laugh out loud. I love what's his name? Who does John Goodman play? What's his name?
Oh,
Uh, uh
oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. Um,
Walter.
yes, Walter. Yes.
Walter's his name. And he is just the most like he's so cringe, and it's just like he's so typical. Like if you knew this man in person, you wouldn't be a very good fan of him. But like seeing him as a character, and like it's just so he's so funny. It's just it's he's laughing. We're not laughing with him. We're laughing at him.
Yeah, and he's always so mean to Donnie. Was that his name, Donnie? Yeah.
Donnie, yeah, yeah.
He's always so mean to him, and then he died at the end. It's like, oh, didn't have to kill him off.
Yeah, that was rough, wasn't it? That was the whole I mean, it was just the big downer of the whole movie. And I mean, Walter, dude, I mean, just him, the things that he does. He's Jewish out of previous marriage, but he contained his Judaism.
What was it called?
Shomer Shabbos. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
roll on Shabbos.
yeah, that's it. That's it. I forget what it was called. And I'm like, and he's like, and they're like, well, what about it? it or only in emergencies? Well, this is an emergency.
This is an emergency. That's why I called you. Oh man. He said,
Uh,
"Yes, I made it home. I'm calling you." This is before you know, the cell phones were a common thing.
yeah. Well, and the,
Sponsor us,
the
Dr. Pepper, please.
oh, speaking of, you need to send Ken your address.
I do?
Yes.
Okay. I won't put it out for the world to know, but
Well,
I will
no,
text it. I will
yeah.
text it. I will text it to you
Yes. Trust me, I don't want you blasting your address
because I love you guys, but everybody likes their privacy. I know I'm famous, but golly, I can't have the media up front. It's too much.
Natalie will be like, "Go away."
Oh my goodness. But
But yeah,
Go ahead. What you were saying?
I was just gonna say, make sure you text Ken. But no, and the other part that was funny was when they were spreading his ashes and the wind came back and
Are you kidding me? Seriously?
all over his face. Oh
He
my
said,
god!
"What the hell are you talking about, Walter? What does that even mean?"
And he's like, I don't know. He was just
He's like,
making up crap.
he was just spilling some like I don't know, like some memorial overtly hoo-ah war man. It was just so he was too much. He was just so much. My friends died face down. How many times did he say my friends died face down in the muck?
A
My
lot.
buddies. He said that all the time. And I mean it was just he was just so exuberant. He had so much like blow talk about him that it was just hilarious to listen to him talk. And the trying to throw the bag and he crashes the car.
And then it gets on fire, and he's like, okay, it's done
No,
now,
we
I
can't
guess.
do that, man. That messes up our plan.
And it was funny. It was all because he was so mad that the guy peed on his carpet. It's the
Yeah,
whole,
that they really tied the room together.
he was
That
so
was
mad.
his big. He said somebody should give me compensation, man. And that's what took him off on this whole spiel. It was so good. I mean, this movie it had no point. The point of the movie was the guy got his rug pissed on and he wanted compensation for it.
And which led him down to this whole.
This rabbit hole of craziness. Like it was just, and honestly, you think about his character, he really didn't do much this whole movie. What did he really even do?
Just trying to find compensation for his rug,
I
and then
mean,
to throw his rug because and so he's like, I want my rug back because they
he was
stole
just
it.
so he was so blissfully ignorant. I just wish I had his, just his ability to zone out and just be blissful. I can't do that, and that's what I loved about his character. It's who I aspire to be when I'm feeling lazy. I want to be the Big Lebowski. I want to be the dude.
Well, and everybody's asking, well, what do you do? I'm currently unemployed.
I'm unemployed. When they're asking him, he said, "So what was in the briefcase? Just my papers, my business papers, for business." And he's like, "So what do you do for work?" He said, "I'm unemployed."
Ah,
It's so funny, and he's so funny. Writing out a check for 69 cents
I
for
know. It's
milk.
like
I
I,
it just
back in the day, though, I remember doing that. You don't,
I
because
know,
you're
but
young.
I mean, dude, you're writing a check for 69 cents. That's the part I don't get. Nobody writes 69-cent checks. Come on.
Back then, Blake, you don't remember because checks weren't even a thing when you were born. By the time you were
Yeah, they
born,
are. I still got checks. I use checks. I mean, I don't
um,
use them at stores or anything, but I got a checkbook. I write employees checks sometimes.
I remember writing checks for like 69 cents.
That's crazy to me. And then trying to balance it in that same book, like make
Mm-hmm.
sure you kept up with your money so you didn't write hot checks.
Paprika Didi, I don't know. Do you remember doing that?
Hey, that's just, I don't I thought that was just like, I thought that was the joke of it was that this dude is really using a check to buy a pint of milk.
I mean, that is the funny part, but people did do it back in the day, and this is
But he didn't even buy anything else. He didn't buy groceries or nothing. You didn't have 69 cents lying around, dude. Come on.
hey, I remember going into a gas station and writing a check for, and back then the bottle of pop was probably about 69 cents, and I'd have to write a check for
Oh
69 cents.
gosh. That right there surprises me is that it was for the amount that it was. It wasn't the fact that he was using a check, which I found, I mean, at for its time, normal. The part I didn't get was that he it was just for such a low amount. I was like, dude, what the go rummage through the car, find 60 something cents and pay for the pint of milk. What's up? I mean, there were so many good lines in this movie. The script was hilarious. Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money? He said, hold on. I think it's down there somewhere. Let me take another look. He
uh,
said, yeah, this guy looks like a loser. And he said, hey, at least I'm housebroken.
yeah.
He riddles off three really good ones in that short 5 minute span. He said, "What the hell is this? Holding the bowling ball?" He said, "Obviously you're not a golfer."
yeah.
I,
uh,
it's just this movie. What did you think about it? What was your take on it?
it was funny, so I'd say maybe 3.5. But and the only reason I don't rate it like completely because it didn't really have it had a plot. Obviously, the plot was that he was obsessed with this rug, and it took him down a to whatever. But it was just kind of that like stupid funny type thing. So
Yeah, there was a few parts of the movie that I could have done without, like that scene where they did the song "I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in." Like that whole where he was dancing and it was animated and all that. I could have done without that. I
yeah.
didn't. That was a part of the movie that they totally could have just cut out, and it would have been the same movie. I would like to make a request. I don't know if you can do it, but that scene when he's flying through the air and in the background it's the song by Bob Dylan, la 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 la. That make that our opening song whenever our uh, pod starts in the background.
Well, one, I don't know if I would have to like try to get that, and I probably could do it. But two, it would copyright me.
Not if you're 15 you can only play you can play less than 15 seconds of it. You can't play more than that.
I think it's less.
It may be even 12, but nonetheless, I mean, we're just needing a snippet for our intro. La
I,
la la la.
well,
Like,
if you can create it for me and send it to me and keep it around 10 seconds, I can do it.
okay. Yeah, I would like that. That's just it's a really cool little song. I don't know. It's
And
comforting.
then um and then if we keep it to 10 if you send it to me and clip it for 10 seconds, and then when we go out next week, and I can look to see if it copyrights me, and if it doesn't, we're good.
Cool. Cool. Awesome. Well, yeah, so the music in the movie was good. We had a surprise guest in Sam Elliott. Wasn't he awesome?
Yeah.
uh, he was our narrator for the movie. Um, rest in peace to Philip Seymour Hoffman. What's your favorite Philip Seymour Hoffman movie?
I don't know movies.
Oh goodness. White Men Can't Jump. Raindrops. Nothing but that. He was in Twister.
That was a good
R-
movie.
we need to add that to our list. Twister needs to be in our list sometime because that is a really good movie. I totally agree. That's my childhood as well. uh, uh, what other movies was he's been in quite a few things. Um, what is that movie with Tom Hanks? Uh, and the frogs fall out of the sky. Uh,
Tom
it's got
Hanks.
John C. Riley in it. John C. Riley. It's got Tom Cruise, Philip Seymour Hoffman. There's a couple other people's name. Magnolia. It's called Magnolia.
Well, I don't think I've seen that. I don't remember no
So,
frogs
so
from
it,
the
it's a
sky.
really good movie. The frogs. It's a metaphor. You should check it out. It's a really good movie. I would consider it a rewatchable. We should review that one also someday. That's a really good one.
Magnolia. Okay.
Magnolia, yes, and it's Tom Cruise. What? How can you go wrong with Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I really don't like him. But yeah,
You don't like Tom Cruise?
no. But I mean, I like some of his movies, but I don't like.
I don't like him as a person. I think he's a weirdo. I think he's super weird. But I mean, as an actor, he's a phenomenal. He's a great actor,
Yeah,
especially his stuff whenever he was really young. And I mean,
yeah.
how many Tom Cruise movies have we already done? Like,
I don't think too many.
well, I mean, just off the bat, I know we did Rain Man.
Oh yeah, we did. But I think that was it, wasn't it?
Can't be. There's got to be something else we've done. We haven't skipped on Tom Cruise that much. Have we done Days of Thunder?
No.
That needs to be in our list too. I love Days of Thunder. It's such
Days
a
of
great movie.
Thunder. Days of Thunder was good.
Yes, great
Um,
movie.
I think Rain Man is the only one we have, really.
I can't think of them. We need to keep a list of our movies that we've done.
I know. I'd
Mm.
have to go back through all of the lives, though.
We've done over 50 of them. We've done
Yeah.
over 50 movies. Like this has been our model for at least a year now is to do a movie review.
hmm
So
Yeah. So yeah, it's been at least 50. Yeah. But to go back and try to do all that, that would be kind of hard.
jeez. Ugh.
I would have to go through every single live, and I
Well,
really,
and then honestly, you would only have to go through the first few minutes of it, or just even hearing what we're talking about, we would know what it is, I'm sure.
well, for a while now, I've been putting it in the description. So I would just have to look in that, but
Ah,
that hasn't been. That's probably been like maybe the last 6 months
okay, yeah, not
that I've
too
been.
many. Yeah,
So
this w- uh, we could. There was so many parts of this movie that were so good. They were really funny. What was your favorite part?
um, I think my favorite part was the opening scene when he's like all, or when he goes, well, not necessarily opening scene, but when he goes to the Big Lebowski and was like, I want to be compensated for my rug. That part there
Yeah.
is.
I'm the dude, man. I'm
I'm the
his
dude.
dudeness.
I like. I think that was my favorite part. What about the chat? What's your favorite part? And what do you rate it? I rated it a 3.5. What did you rate it, Blake?
I think I'm gonna match your 3.5 only because, you know, great movie. I'm not taking anything from it. It's just I have to respect the fact that this is an acquired taste movie. You have to have understood who the Coen brothers are and what kind of movies they do. in order to actually appreciate what it is. Um, Another thing I would like to say, my favorite scene for sure was the just trying to take off with the briefcase and him crashing the car. uh, Him going to the after he leaves the sperm donor or sperm doctor, he drops the roach in his lap and he's like pouring the beer and he crashes the car into the dumpster. That was he a second time. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Forgot about that.
Throwing Donnie's ashes in the air and it just went all in his beard and his face.
He's like, come on. Yeah, that was funny. But they could have not killed Donnie off, and they could have left out the scenes of the like I don't know if it was supposed to be like him tripping or something, but they could have taken those scenes out. That was kind of dumb.
Yeah, I second that. I second that. Those are my two gripes for the movie. The As for the dialogue, the interaction with the people and each other, it was really good. I liked it. So, IMDb page time. Let's give it some.
Yes,
Let's check it out real quick. What's for dinner?
you're talking to me.
Yeah, Jamie. Who else am I talking to?
I don't cook.
You're not eating dinner?
Oh, I had a leftover omelet from this morning because I didn't get a chance to eat it. Because at the hotel they do made to order omelets.
Uh,
So I had bacon, ham, onion, mushroom, and peppers um, omelet and cheese.
Very weird.
Yeah, Ken says the constant paranoia of John Goodman was good. Yeah, and then so like remember Ken? He was always like, "Shut up, Donnie."
Shut up, Donnie. Anything. What's your favorite John Goodman movie?
um, I don't know because I haven't really seen. I just remember him in um um the Con. No, not the Connors. Roseanne. Oh my gosh, Roseanne.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
him mostly out of that. I can't think of um what movies he was in other than this one.
Uh, uh, he was in the um what is it called? Oh brother, where art thou?
I don't know. I've never heard of that one.
With George Clooney? You never seen Oh brother, where oh my goodness. You uncultured swine. Uh okay. The Big Lebowski, written and directed by Ethan and Joel Cohen, the Cohen brothers. Also did the movie that we've already reviewed, No Country for Old Men.
Oh,
I know you remember that one. So the same guys that directed that movie, and I mean, I have the same feel. I can feel it when I'm watching it. They're two totally different movies. One's funny, one's not funny, but I have the same vibe from the same movie. The movie. They're both eerie and suspenseful, and the anticlimactic is what I would consider it. Just the total opposite happens of what you thought you were gonna have was gonna happen at the end. I love it. The storyline when the dude Lebowski is mistaken for a millionaire Lebowski, two thugs urinate on his rug to coerce him into paying a debt he knows nothing about. Oh man. While attempting to gain recompensance for his ruined rug from his wealthy counterpart, he accepts a one-time job with high payoff. He enlists the help of his bowling buddy, Walter, a gun-toting Jewish convert, a gun-toting Jewish convert with anger issues. That's so true.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, Deception leads to more trouble, and it soon seems that everyone from porn empire tycoons to nihilists wants something from the dude.
Yeah. He was a creeper murderer in one movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that he was the creeper murderer dude in uh no, he was in RIPCD or RIPD.
Oh yeah, in Kansas, and in the army searching for hitters, stolen art in another.
There's a couple more I can't think of. Okay, let's do some of the trivia. I'm super excited for the trivia in this.
Yeah.
In an interview with Rolling Stone magazine, John Goodman stated that the dude, referring to the Big Lebowski as a human pack rat, was one of the only improvised lines to make it into the final film. Virtually every other line, including every man and dude, was scripted. Everything they did was scripted. That's crazy. Wow.
That is.
Before filming a scene, Jeff Bridges would frequently ask the Coen brothers, "Did the dude burn one of the the Jeff Bridges would frequently ask the Coen brothers, "Did the dude burn one on the way over?" If they said he had, he would rub his knuckles in his eyes before doing a take to make his eyes appear bloodshot.
It's funny. At least he was getting into character.
Yeah. Uh, while being a member of a bowling team, the dude has never seen bowling. How
Oh yeah,
about that?
it's just the other ones.
Yeah. John Goodman's favorite of the films in which he appears. This is his favorite film.
Oh
How about that? He did so good. He was so funny in it.
yeah, he was always so angry, and that was the
I
funniest.
know. It was just, why are you so mad, man? uh, the dude says man 147 times in the movie, nearly
Wow,
1.5 times a minute.
wow, yeah, he did say man a lot, but I didn't realize it
This
was that much.
aggression will not stand, man.
He did use it a lot. I didn't think it was that much, but wow.
You're killing your father, Larry. Oh man, I there's a lot of the all of the words in the in the lines in the movie. They're very what you call it, provocative, but they are funny. I wish I could say them all.
Yeah, there was some innuendos too that they said that obviously adults would know.
Yeah, only adults. One of my favorite lines also in the movie is she's showing him the video of who that guy was, and he was like pretending to be the cable man, and she says, "You can imagine what happens next." And then he
Yeah.
says he fixes the cable. Just being just to be facetious. I mean, that was just so the he fixes the cable.
fixes the cable. And she's like,
Uh,
I'm like, yeah, that's what happened next.
John Goodman has stated that he's never had more fun acting in a movie than this one.
Wow.
Mhm. After having been cast in the film, Jeff Bridges, no stranger to working on films that would have constant script rewrites, John Goodman called John Goodman to ask when they'd get the rewrites. Goodman, a longtime collaborator of the Coens, told Bridges that the film was Coen territory and they didn't rewrite their own material. Hmm. Everything they did their own. They kept it that way. That's cool.
Oh, I wonder how unique that is.
Mm. Jeff Bridges initially had reservations that the dude would be a bad example for his daughters. He accepted the role after his middle daughter said they knew he was acting. How about
Wow.
that?
And most actors don't care, you know. They're like,
No,
yeah,
they really don't.
I need the money.
Mhm.
So that's it. That was nice.
Yeah. I'll let you guys read the rest of these in your own time. But let's look at some other stuff. I want to read you some of the quotes in this because the quotes in this are just, God, they're to die for. Mm.
This was such a bleak movie for sure.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, you couldn't be more than you couldn't be more right. Is this your homework, Larry? Dude, he knows it's his homework, man. He's where's the money?
Yeah.
No, ask him, is this your homework? You're killing your father, Larry. Oh man. That rug really tied the room together. That's a good one. Shut the F up, Donnie.
Yeah, those two quotes were throughout the movie.
Uh, Walter, I love you, but sooner or later you're gonna have to face the fact that you're a goddamn moron. That's when he's driving in the car with him. Holding the bowling ball. What the hell is this? Obviously, you're not a golfer. That's so funny. Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here.
Oh, that reminded me when I got attacked by the German Shepherd, and I had my pop in my hand, and I'm like, trying not to spill it as I'm getting attacked by the German Shepherd.
Oh man, that's funny. Mr. Treehorn treats objects like women, man. He said it backwards. Oh man. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong, Walter. You're just an a-hole. Okay then. He said, F it, dude. Let's just go bowling.
Oh, we lost Blake. Oh,
I'm here.
there
I'm here. I'm here. I fell down. Sorry.
we go.
All right. Let's see. All right. Oh, goodness. We dropped off the money. We? Yeah, that royal we, the editorial.
He's like, oh crap! I said we again, and keeps getting in trouble.
Oh man, that rug really tied the room together, did it not? F and A, and that guy peed on it. Donnie, please. Just the way that he always gave Donnie crap. It's so funny.
Well, especially Walter did. And Walter was
Walter
really
was so
mean to him.
he was so funny. And let me give y'all the release and all that. We're almost done. Budget for this movie was 15 million. Opening weekend it bombshelled. It only made 5 million. Gross US and Canada 19.4 million. That's where it eventually made its money back. And then worldwide it made 48 million. So it was
Wow.
definitely a success in the long run, but it took some time.
Yeah.
Runtime was an hour and 57 minutes. I totally could have seen this movie going about an hour and 40 and it would have been just as good. Let's cut out the all the tripping stuff and cut out the couple other things, this and that. But nonetheless, it was still good runtime. Wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So,
Not bad.
uh, release. When did this movie release? Uh, when is my release date? Does it give it to me? Does not.
Well,
Uh,
might have been early 2000s or something.
no, it was 1998. It gives me the year. It doesn't. It doesn't. Sometimes it tells me the date that it came out. Oh, there it is. March 6th, 1998. So just before my birthday, or a year before my first birthday. It's pretty cool. Good movie. Good movie.
Yes. All right.
And I'm
So,
super glad that we reviewed that one.
oh, I'm glad. All right. So, what do we review next week, you guys?
I mean, you mentioned Twisters. We could do Twisters. That's a totally different film. Oh,
Do you guys want to do Twister?
yeah, or not Twisters, Twister, the
Twister.
original. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think if there's
I
another
haven't
one.
seen the new one. Yeah, there's a new one that just came out like last year.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't see.
Uh-huh. I haven't seen it. My aunt is a super big, she's a real big Twister, the original fan, and she said that this one was good too. So I need to check it out.
Okay. So, what's everyone think about having to watch Twister next week?
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Eh, Have we done Roadhouse? Did we do that yet?
I don't think we did.
We need to hit some of those movies. Roadhouse, Twister, give me some Patrick Swayze or something.
Dirty Dancing.
Hey, we haven't done Dirty Dancing. That's a hit too.
Okay, well, nobody's chiming in, so I guess it's Twister for next week.
Let's do Twister. I love it. I'm so excited. I love that
Okay,
movie so
we'll,
much.
we'll do Twister, and
Cool, cool.
and then, and then we'll think
Woohoo!
about some other things, or like what other movies next week, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't.
we'll come back to him.
Yeah, because I don't. I don't want to like say, okay, these are get ahead of ourselves, because neither one of us remembers.
True. Yeah. I'll forget sometimes.
Absolutely. All right. Any last words for the chat?
Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. Y'all stay motivated. Keep keep coming in back in with us. I know we're a day behind and I'm sorry, my fault. We usually keep a Wednesday schedule, so if you showed up on this Thursday out of your regular time, we appreciate it. We'll see you next week for Twister.
And I forgot the riddle of the day before we
Oh,
go. What do you call a bear with no teeth?
a bear with no teeth. A gummy bear.
Yes, very good. You are right. All right. Thank you for coming in. Your interaction really helps us. It makes our job so much easier. And remember, don't you're all beautiful. Don't let anyone make you think differently. And the quote of the night comes from Eleanor Roosevelt. We are afraid to care too much for fear that the other does not care at all. Great quote. And you guys all have a great night.
We'll see
Bye.
you later, Jamie.
Bye.